this evening. He plays Quinn Mallory in the Fox series Sliders. He's also starred in Joe's Apartment and Jerry Maguire. Please welcome Jerry O'Connell.
What's up, fellas?
Thanks for coming, Jerry.
Thank you for having me.
You know, it's funny because it must get annoying for you, and this must happen all the time. But I was watching you on TV, and I did the same thing that a lot of people do. I said, I know this guy from somewhere, and I couldn't get it out of my mind, and then it clicks. Tell him.
Stand By Me.
You're the heavy kid in Stand By Me.
Very good.
Can we see that photo, Liz? Just put that up.
There I am.
He's right there.
It's very funny. I was on the subway with my mom. This is a few months ago, and some guy was looking at me from across the subway, and my mom is very proud. She went, I think he recognizes you. You should say something. So I went, hi, Jerry O'Connell, Sliders, and he went, nah, you were the fat kid at Stand By Me. My mother gets all upset. He's husky. He was never fat. You're fat. Mom, please, come on.
Yeah.
At least he's not one of the Corey.
Hey, Andy, they're wonderful men. Did you, I mean, do you think that, like, when you're 90, you know, no matter what, if you become president of the United States, do you think they're going to be people that are like, wait a minute?
The president of the fat kid from Stand By Me. Yeah, I love it. I mean, it's a terrific film. I went to NYU Film. I went to film school there, and I remember when I was a freshman, I went into one of these pretentious classes. There were like 600 kids in the class, and the professor walks on stage. You know, this is one of these classes where they say R2D2 is Satan, and you know, all these crazy. They read into these films, and the professor said, today we're going to be studying the American buddy film Stand By Me, by director Rob Reiner, made in 1986, and you know, no one in the class really knew I was in it, but.
And they start reading all this stuff into it, right?
Oh, God, and I wanted to raise my hand so bad and be like, excuse me, Professor, I was there, and Mr. Reiner never once mentioned the word Christ figure.
Yeah.
I was actually there, Professor. You are wrong.
We were just making a movie, you boob.
It was I
would have loved it if you had done that. That would be so great. Jerry Maguire, let's talk about that, because you're in this movie, and I got to think you're acting in this movie with Tom Cruise.
Not only that, I'm playing a quarterback.
Yeah.
An NFL quarterback. Every little boy's dream come true. Jobs don't get better than that.
Yeah, I would think that would be a good time. What was it like working with Tom?
Well, I mean, he's terrific. He's so relaxed. He makes everybody on set feel terrific. He's Tom Cruise. He's a superstar. You know, you start off in the morning about 6 a.m. and 300 people are lining up outside of the trailers and on set, screaming when you walk the set, Tom, Tom. And by the afternoon, there are thousands of people, and I'd walk past and nobody said anything. And I remember one day I walked past it, and there were 1,000 people there. They started screaming, Jerry, Jerry! So I ran over. I thought, this is it. I've arrived. And they said, Jerry, get us Tom's autograph! So
they said, wait a minute, I'm the fat kid in Stand By Me. Oh!
Fat kid! Why did you say that?
I want to talk about this project that you've just been working on, this Hallmark thing. Tell us a little bit about that. You got to work with
James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones, he's the man.
Matthew Modine, Tom Skerritt. James Earl's the best. I actually, I got him to record the outgoing message on my answering machine.
Oh my God.
So give me a call, people. It's awesome. It doesn't
he would be the best guy to have.
The best. I mean, outgoing messages do not get better than that.
What does it sound like? Is it just...
It's just very simple. I was very nervous when I asked him, but I quickly handed him a phone and I said, here's my voicemail number. Could you just at the beep say, Jerry isn't here right now, leave a message. Jerry isn't here right now, leave a message. And I wanted him to, I really wanted to throw the Force in there, but I was a little too nervous to ask him that. I was like, could you just mention something about the Force?
Or, by the way, this is CNN.
I know. I got him to sign a phone book for my cousin, too, which was, you know, you do all these jokes. He must have been, he was very nice. He's such a nice guy.
You're like the millionth person in a row who said, you got to leave an outgoing message on my life is a hell. A never-ending, cascading hell. What about, you play a priest in this movie?
I play a priest, which was a lot of fun.
Which you could pull off. You got the Irish,
yeah,
the Irish
it works out. Mom was very proud when she saw me in the collar, but it's a tough racket, you know? You feel like you really can't lie when you're in that outfit. You really have to be our best behavior. I remember we were shooting, and I went off to go get lunch off set, and I was eating. It was a pretty empty restaurant. And I asked for a check, and the maitre d' came over and said, no, it's been taken care of, Father. And I went,
oh, you just walked off wearing the costume?
I walked off wearing the costume because I had to go back, and he went, no, it's been taken care of. And I went, oh, you know, maybe he thinks I'm Jerry O'Connell of Sliders or of Stand By Me. And he went, really, Father, it's all right. And I went, oh, no, you don't understand. I'm playing one on TV, and then he thought I was trying to pull one over on him, and it was very, very scary.
So then he got mad?
Then he
starts hitting you.
Yeah, he said, you liar!
The policeman says, that waiter's hitting a priest, yeah.
Wait, that waiter's hitting a fat kid from Stand By Me.
Who's gone insane and thinks he's a priest. What the hell happened? Finally, I got to mention this movie. You were in a very unusual film, Joe's Apartment.
Joe's Apartment, about the cockroaches all over the place.
This is a movie that stars a guy who's just got 1 million cockroaches in his apartment.
Story of my life.
Yeah.
I was raised in New York, so cockroaches don't really faze me or scare me.
Here in New York, we learn to live with them.
You live with them. They're more a part of the house than you are.
Right.
They're like, hey, get off the couch.
You teach them to make the coffee and stuff. Just try and incorporate them.
I got to make it for them.
And did they use... It looked like they were in this movie that they were using real cockroaches.
They used a lot of live cockroaches. I did some pretty gross things with them.
Like what?
I put a couple in my mouth. I did it for the team.
You've been talking to Mike Myers.
I did. No. Oh, no. I haven't gone that far. No.
Oh, yeah, nothing gross like that. Yeah. What are you talking about? I just put a bunch of live cockroaches in my mouth. I'm not.
They were clean. They were Hollywood.
Yeah, right. They had little chains.
Gathering them in the subways. They were bred in some studio.
Okay. All right. That all sounds very sanitary. Well, the show Sliders is Fridays at 8 o'clock on Fox,
yes.
And you directed this week's episode.
I directed this week's episode. It's a really good one. It's with Tommy Chong. It's,
cool.
It's a fun time.
All right. Hey, it was very nice meeting you. You got to come back on the show sometime.
I definitely will.
All right. Thanks very much. Jerry O'Connell. Check out his show. He directed it. Comic is coming up. We'll be right back. Hey. What, ladies and gentlemen, you got to check out the show tomorrow night, because coming up tomorrow, Billy Crystal is going to be with us. Also, renowned chef Wolfgang Puck will teach us how to cook, and very sexy author Anka Radakovich will probably get us in a lot of trouble. So watch that show. It'll be fun. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, Tonic will perform. We'll see you then. That's our show. I do want to thank all my guests. Jerry O'Connell, thanks for coming. Really
Thank you for having me, Conan.
We want to thank Mike Myers for being here. We want to thank Tonic for performing. The incredible Andy Richter, the magnificent Max Weinberg, and his Max Weinberg 7. Stay tuned for later with guest host David Allen Greer. Tonight's guest is Robin Leach. See you tomorrow.